home field advantage. You want to use that in this game. Toronto will try and do so here. Great pitching. That's what you expect when the name is Roy Halladay on the mound. We'll hear Steve Fisiak and Jeannie Zalesko later on in Hardball Central. Steve Phillips, Gary Thorne, we're here to call the action on 2K Sports. So, Steve, what's he going to be conscious of as he looks at this Yankees lineup?
Well, you've got elite pitching against elite hitting right here. And obviously, from the pitcher's perspective, he's going to have to execute, hit his spots, and keep these hitters off balance.
State Farm presents our starting lineups, and here's that lineup for the Yankees.
Well, with an offense like this, they're going to have to really hold the base runners close. If they get on, they're going to look to run. They all have the green light, so a lot of speed in this lineup, Gary.
And it's Johnny Damon now. He'll be starting us off here as we get this ball game underway.
Number 18, Johnny Damon.
And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Halladay, 0-1. The pitch. Curveball. Thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
1-2 pitch coming. Swing and a drive, deep left center. This one's going to be fielded by Wells. And so Damon retired. That's one away.
The center fielder has a good angle to run this one down. He calls off the left fielder. Great catch.
And here's Derek Jeter. One out, nobody on. Hit sharply towards the hole. The catch is made.
Now there's no justice in this game. When you hit it that hard, you should get a base hit. But he hit it right at the shortstop, and unfortunately, he's back to the dugout.
Teixeira into the batter's box. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. And a check swing here. They say he didn't go around. There'll be an appeal to third. No, he did not. And the check swing worked. He'll continue his at-bat. And that one misses. Halladay trying to find the strike zone. He misses on the inside delivery.
All right, take a look at the Toronto Blue Jays at home back in 2008. They went 47-34, so they played pretty well in front of the hometown fans, Gary.
There's a swing, line drive, center field. That falls in. First hit of the ball game for this club. Certainly one of the problems for the Jays, Steve. They let some pretty good pitching go by the boards without an offense to go with it.
Well, that's right. They had a lot of injuries to their offense, and then some guys struggled early on. But, boy, did they pitch, and that has to bode well for the future.
And here's Alex Rodriguez.
Well, every lineup needs a big power bat, and he is a guy that can change the game with one swing of the bat.
This one's grounded hard up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Rodriguez. He throws. He is safe at third base ahead of that play.
Now batting for the New
The
York
infield
Yankees.
played it deep like they knew he was going to swing away. He did, but was still able to find a hole.
Matsui.
take a quick look at the Blue Jays and their defensive alignment.
Well, to be a winning team in equality defense, and certainly they have defense, they've committed the second fewest errors in the American League.
And Hideki Matsui's up. Runners at first and third with 2 away. Holiday with the delivery. Swung on, liner to right. And that'll retire the side. Caught by Rios. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. And now we'll go to the home half of the first. We've got the top of the order coming up. And C.C. Sabathia is the pitcher. New York's got him starting in this one. Steve, he's facing that Toronto lineup today. What is he thinking about?
This is some kind of matchup right here. An outstanding left-hander on the mound facing a quality lineup loaded with left-handed bats. So it's going to be interesting to see what his approach will be. You've got to look for the breaking ball, looking to have a major impact in this one.
Inglet has a turn in the box. And that one is fouled. And the 0-1 by Sabathia. Back behind second. Jeter able to pull that one in. That's 1 down.
Now there's nothing worse than getting your pitch and just getting underneath it and popping out to short. Not going to be happy with that.
Base is empty, 1 out. That's fouled back, out of play behind home. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Out, 2 away.
Now batting for the Toronto Blue Jays, right fielder, number 15.
And the Yankees in the field. Here's a look at their defense.
We're going to take a look at the American League's best defensive team, the fewest errors committed within the American League.
And Rios is batting.
And this guy brings a great set of wheels to the plate. He can stretch that would-be single into a double or double into a triple.
Big swing on this one. Chasing it, warning track wall. Out of here, a home run. The first run of the ball game. You'll have to get that on the big fly ball in a 1-0 lead.
A great piece of hitting right there. He turns on that one, rotates the hips, and drives the ball.
And that's going to give them the lead here in an early lead.
I'm going to see if they can tack on a few more here in the first to put the pressure on. It's all about offense. When you're behind somebody, you got to get things going. That's what Toronto did there. Blue Jays out in front. Now they're going to look to pad the lead.
2 outs and nobody on. Hit something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1. And we've got offense here in the first inning, just the way they wanted to start this ball game.
Now the pitching's going to have to settle down here. Now I know it's early, but you don't want this thing to spiral out of control.
There's a swing, a ball hit high and deep, straight away left field. Done, a home run. They'll take that 1-run homer. They need that. Now the lead is 2.
Well, back-to-back shots right there, and certainly the offense coming to life, Gary.
Well, this pitcher's got to figure this out, or he's going to be gone in a hurry.
Well, they got to get somebody warm. All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
Number 33.
Base is empty with 2 outs. It's strike 1, can't make contact on the fastball. They are happy, Steve. This output is getting this game going in a hurry.
Well, standing around in the field in the top half of the inning didn't seem to affect them because they came in swinging the bats.
And we'll look to see if the pitching can settle in. This is in the air, straight away left. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. And it didn't take long. Our first 2 runs. First inning, trouble coming. The Toronto Blue Jays are ahead 2-0.